Hi, hand readers. You may have noticed that your interest in and curiosity about people's hands doesn't easily go away. It's as if once you're on that train, you can't easily get off. And that's how it was for me some 32 years ago when I first began. And I'm wondering, is there some destination that you'd like your hand reading curiosity to take you to? Is there some trajectory that you'd like to get onto so that you can pursue hand reading in a more professional way? And in today's video, I thought I'd share with you 6 of the primary reasons why I traveled the full distance. I'm Jennifer, a practicing chirology consultant and author of 6 books about chirology, a teacher, of course, and I would invite you to visit my Instagram page where every day I share really cool tips on how to learn to read hands, as well as what shows up in your own hands. And of course, if you like this video, I would be so delighted if you like and subscribe. And now that we've got that out the way, let's jump in. The first thing that in retrospect has really helped me to stay on the trajectory as a professional reader is learning to be at the cutting edge of my own growth. So I always say hand reading begins with you. In other words, there's a kind of a responsibility, it's a big responsibility, in fact, that we have to keep growing, to keep learning, to self-develop, to accelerate our self-development as much as possible, to get supervision when necessary, to do courses, to learn, to study. And in this way, we grow. And of course, we're meeting all these amazingly interesting and diverse humans, and we really want to be able to be available and conscious about their reality, about their realms. And by growing and being open to growing, we make that so much more possible for ourselves. Point number 2 is that the hands hold endless fascination. Think of them as being 2 microcosms that hold within them the macrocosm of the person whose hands you're holding or reading, that is, if you're reading from photographs, perhaps in an online call. Their infinite variables are endlessly juicy and incredibly fascinating to gaze upon. Number 3, hand reading, or chirology as I prefer to call it, can become a foundation for a healing practice, or it can help diversify a healing practice. In my personal case, I was a very busy massage therapist in Johannesburg way back in the early 90s, and the chirology work helped me to expand my practice. If you are working as a healer and a therapist, it's a beautiful adjunct. If you're looking to divert your career and you know in your heart you are a healer, consider stepping into chirology as a foundational modality to offer to people. Which brings us to number 4, which is finding your purpose in life. For me, it's been such a great blessing that the hands found me. I do believe I was beckoned, I was chosen, so to speak, in a sense. It was like this just landed for me. I knew that this was something I could really commit to. And I would encourage you to embrace chirology as your life mission. If you feel yourself drawn to the practice, if you feel yourself drawn to counseling and coaching, if you feel that you're very intuitive, if you know in your heart you're a healer, over the years you'll ease into the joy of having a deep and purposeful vocation. In the beginning, it's like a mission. You've got a lot to learn. You've got a lot of practical components to learn. You have to learn how to take palm prints and obviously learn a system and learn how to dialogue, learn how to deliver. But over time, the mission of it becomes a vocation. And I love that concept as well, of like just easing into a sense of having a purposeful life. And I'll take a moment here to say that if you feel beckoned, I'm here for you. I'd love to offer you my support. It gives me so much pleasure to share and support people with this work. So don't hesitate to reach out. You can drop me an email anytime. And number 5 is chirology as a source of income, which leads on from number 4. So envisage this, you a few years down the line, you've got some real practical experience behind you. You've now formulated your brand of, because we always say there's nothing new in the zoo, but every hand reader has their particular brand of perhaps genius, their zone of genius, as we like to call it, and that you are now not only a one-on-one reader, but you're also offering workshops. Perhaps you are able to entertain, so you can go out there and do functions, you can do parties, you can perhaps work in motivational situations where there's team building in corporate life. There are a lot of possibilities and openings these days for people like us who are willing to go out there, to mingle, to get involved, to engage with other people, to look at their hands, to carry forth that enthusiasm. So chirology can afford you the opportunity to creatively brand yourself in this emerging field, to brand your offerings, to say, hey guys, here I am in the world. Let me look at your hands and let's have a look at how I can best support you. Reason number 6 to stick to chirology, to stay on the train. And that is one that for me is very, very pertinent, as it is for most authentic healers. And that is to be selfless, to be in service to humanity. That is really the only authentic way of being in the world, which is to offer our sacred bundle. Yours will be unique. You might bring in other modalities as well, but it's using your God-given gifts of intuition, of wisdom, of insight, of empathy, of love, compassion. You're a wisdom keeper. And by that I mean you're a keeper of frequency. It's as if you are taking on other people's stuff, but willingly and intentionally, and you're helping them in the process to unlock their opportunities, their struggles, to share, to support, to hear, to listen, to hold space for other people's transformation. That's a very powerful reason to stay on that train and let it reach its ultimate destination. Of course, there isn't really a destination. It's all about the journey. But I'm on that journey. I've stuck on the train. I can't get off that train. And I invite you to take the ride with me. Thanks so much for watching and listening. And I encourage you to offer your sacred bundle, to step into your calling, and to stick with me for more videos. Hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to pop in at Instagram. I promise you, you will love it. All the daily little posts of really funky, cool memes that I create. I have so much fun creating them on Canva. And I want you to enjoy them as much as I enjoy creating them. See you in the next video. Bye for now.